With me now to talk about this is U.S. Congresswoman Barbara Lee. Good morning.
Good morning.
So Ash Carter went on to say the fight is far from over. He said that the United States and its allies will defeat ISIS. Do you believe him?
Well, first, let me just say that my thoughts and prayers go out to the Keating family with this tragic loss. And this is an example of why I have been calling for Congress to do our job. We're missing in action, and it's very important that the American public understand the costs and the consequences of this war. Rightfully so, the president has not sent combat troops into the region. However, we see, as a result of this tragedy, what can happen. And so I think the American public needs to demand that their members of Congress call for a debate to talk about and understand really what this new war footing means and what it entails in terms of a long-term commitment to what it appears to be now a perpetual war.
So, Congresswoman, is it likely that any debate will occur since, it's an election year, President Obama is in his last term? Can this go forward? Can such a debate happen?
We're here to do our job, and it should happen. I mean, the president put forward an authorization over a year ago. This past January, the Speaker and the leader of the Senate, Mitch McConnell, they talked about it, but nothing has happened yet. And whether we're in an election year or not, we have our constitutional responsibilities to the people of our country. And that means we have to exercise our job and do our work and bring forth an authorization. We have to stop politicizing issues of war and peace. We see what is happening. Most military experts have said that there's no military solution. We have to come up with a strategy, one that's led by the region, and we have to make sure that the public buys into this. Our young men and women who are doing everything they asked us to do, our troops, they're doing what we sent them to do. And, we have a duty and responsibility to protect them, to let them know that the Congress supports these efforts. Mm-hmm. And so it's up to the Speaker and the Senate Majority Leader to bring forth a resolution, an authorization, and then we can debate it.
Well,
the public will then know what is taking place, and then we'll have a real standing in terms of making sure that we do what we need to do.
The president just said 250 more advisors, which is in essence boots on the ground, right, in that region. Do you think that the president should have done that, or would you prefer to see him not send any U.S. troops or advisors to that war zone until there's a debate in Congress?
I'm very worried about mission creep. Of course, additional forces were sent into Iraq several months ago. Now we have another 250, quote, advisors, which we see, unfortunately, we're putting our advisors in harm's way. And so what the president is doing in terms of his responsibilities of commander-in-chief, he is exercising without congressional oversight and without congressional authority. The Congress has a really important and serious role in this. The president and the administration, they're using an authorization it was passed, I think, back in 2001, 2002, one that I voted against in the 2002 Iraq resolution. The president, in terms of the use of force, needs that authorization, needs that from Congress. We need to debate it. Some members may support it, some members may not support it, but the public deserves that, and we need to insist that the Speaker and the Senate Majority Leader bring forth a resolution. This is a country now that's in war. We've been on war footing for many, many years now, at least since 2001. It's a serious, serious moment for us. We have very serious national security threats. Why in the world is Congress missing in action? We're the people's house. The people deserve us to represent them properly and appropriately.
All right. Congresswoman Barbara Lee, thanks so much for your